Hello, welcome to the channel. Hello, welcome. Right, okay, just before my tea, I went up and did a bit of videoing. Well, across or down or around, along the city. And they're loading. I'm being a bit sort of flat today, but I've realised I'm an introvert as well. Yeah. Because I always thought I'm actually quite outgoing and yappy, but only under certain specific circumstances. And the reality is I'm introverted, but that could be a result of the gender change. Well, it is, definitely, yeah. Because there's a load of issues involved with that. When when you're talking to strangers and stuff, it can be really awkward at times. So the tendency is not to do it. It's easier not to do it. I've been sort of getting my head a bit better the last 2 or 3 days, but I don't know what causes it to go downhill. It just comes and goes. Right, so I've got... He was just going with the flow. It took me a while to get that, actually. The Volkswagen and the kayak. Right, jealousy is a terrible trait. Now, I am not jealous. Honestly, I am not. Well, I don't have to say it honestly. I don't want a Tesla. I'm not interested in having a Tesla. Absolutely.
There's a lot of that.
No.
There's a lot of that being hidden. Oh, look at the Tesla! Wow!
So
amazing change of.
I wouldn't even want one here. If you give me one for nothing, I wouldn't want it parked where I live. And I am in the demographic where I have somewhere to charge a Tesla. Because not everybody has that, somewhere to put a charging point. I have. But I don't want a Tesla. I'm not jealous. I don't want one. I'm not just saying that to try and make it sound like I'm not interested in Teslas, right? In fact, the way I'm going, I'm actually feeling like blocking everybody tonight. Shirley Lewis. I'm not jealous of a fucking Tesla, right? Shirley. It's not your fucking Tesla anyway. There's a whole raft of reasons against having a Tesla. There's loads of. I don't want to start going on about them. One is it doesn't belong to you. Two, the batteries are toxic. You're going to have to pay to get rid of them. Three, the batteries will be fucked after about 5 years. 4, it loses power when you're not using it. It's the equivalent of petrol disappearing out your tank or diesel. They are a fire hazard. Yes, ice vehicles can catch fire. Lithium batteries go into thermal runaway, which is horrifying. They've tried to cover up most of that, the media, because the media's bent, because they've tried to sell them. Charging, range anxiety, the winter, the weight, pollution from the batteries are so heavy, the battery and the whole thing is so heavy that the tyres are a problem. The government's going to turn on everybody. The government's going to turn on cyclists. So they're going to turn on EVs, they're going to turn on... They just do that. That's what the government does. Right? So, there's no reason why I would want a Tesla. Because they're more... So the argument that they're better for the planet is false. So it's not a reason. If you believe that, it means that you haven't done enough research. Right, okay, so let's move on from that. Now this one here, you're going to be in a serious accident or have a heart attack, chill, brother. Right, that is going to have to be dealt with. Now, so you think, oh, what do you do?
I'll go for a bar. Yeah.
It's nothing particularly, it's a bit strange, but it's just a vehicle overtaking two slow moving vehicles, you know. So I don't think that it's a bit of a strange comment. Now the other thing is, when in 2004 I knew a guy called Dean Warwick, and I met him at Kelso Car Boot. I can remember him talking to me, and he said to me, "You have to watch what you're doing because you are at risk of heart problems or a heart attack." And the reason he said that was, well, I believe the reason was I have sort of red, or I did have at that time, a red face, red sort of rosy complexion. I don't think I've got that so much now. When I was young, I was actually quite embarrassed about it or nervous about it, and that's what he was telling me. That same as what this guy's telling me. That I could have a heart attack. So I hadn't seen him for about 3 or 4 months. He went to a UFO convention, and he was talking. He was a speaker. He was a bit odd. I mean, I do have a habit of meeting odd people in my life, right? He had a heart attack and died. So what I learned, I maybe already knew, but I learned not to tell people about their appearance or their health. Say like, Jink, you should stop smoking. It will not work. It never works. So I can't tell him not to. Well, maybe I technically am this video, but I cannot contact him, like message him and tell him not to tell people, not to tell people what's going to happen to them. I mean, I learned that years ago. It's just a no-no. You do not do that, right? So if I was to tell him, Snookerman, right? If I was to tell him, then I would be telling him what he's telling me, which don't tell people that they might die, because it's rude. So the only option I've got here is to block him. It's not the only option. I could just delete the comment. But I think it's cheeky as fuck, you know, and it's not. It's actually quite horrible. It's actually quite sinister, you know, wishing ill on someone. Even though it's maybe not under that, they would argue that, oh, I'm just trying to help you. You're not trying to help me. You're trying to help yourself. You're low in emotional intelligence, and you're getting blocked. Okay, what did I just watch? Oh, that's the one with the cat. It's still got people watching it. It was just a weird one. I had to film it off the cat just appears. The reason I'm doing it like this is the shot that didn't catch it. Yeah. No big deal. Cat jumping off a wall. What do you mean, what did you just watch? It's a cat jumping off a wall. Weird. Same, that's that Earl's Gate one. I don't really get that at all. How's it weird, you know? So as a gamer, gamers, it's a big problem. Big problem that we've got is, well, it's not us that's got the problem. My 26-year-old son does that. I'm sure it's actually damaged him. Yeah, he's 26, he's been playing these games for years, and his mother sort of encouraged him to do it. He hasn't grown up, he's not a man, he hasn't reached any goals apart from gaming. He gets all the games, and now he's got serious mental health problems, and so they were shouting at me when I was up there, and I believe the lifestyle he's got is causing his mental health problems, but you can't say that, can you? And he's a fucking disaster. He's 6 foot tall, he's overweight, hasn't done any work, hasn't done any physical work. I mean, I haven't objected him if he was to work building games or working for a company or something, but he's not going to do that. He could probably do that sort of thing. What do you call it? When they make up, computer types. They make I forgot what it's called. A writer, some kind of writer. So, fuck it. I'm not putting up any more shit comments anymore because I let too many of them slip in, and there was one, I got some nasty ones this morning. I'm just going to remove that. I'm going to start being a bit more diligent about them. Remove. They did put signs on public roads. So I've sent a link for that video. Watch it. You know, it's a short, and sometimes if there's a truck and I'm talking about something else, it seems out of place. I think it's just, personally, I like that. It's kind of like a juxtaposition. You're talking about one thing, you're pointing at another thing. I just think I like it. So if you don't like it, don't watch any more of my videos. Thanks. Right. I'm going to see if this guy's still floating around. Well, he hasn't given me any snotograms today. Let's see if there's any nasty bastards that I was deleting a lot of them today because it started to affect me this morning. Yeah, it did. This happens with me. It doesn't bother me, and all of a sudden it bothers me. I'm quite fragile person. I'm not robust mentally, so it might be that I seem like I am. So this one, right? This one's an idiot. Banging video. There is a lot of like colloquialism goes on that I'm not totally up to. That's quite inappropriate, that one, but it's coming from it's just slightly ignorant, but it's not. You know, they don't really know, so I'll just just ignore it. You know, it's sort of nice, but not nice. You know, it's just like people. You should take a bit of time to think about what you're saying to somebody. Better than falling off the road. Ticket Monster. Don't recommend this channel. Get a life. Yeah, we'll get rid of Ticket Monster. Hide user from the channel. There he is again. Report spam. Spam report. Sit. Why do you want people here you don't like? Right, what a goon speaking over the video. John Harvey. Alright, bye. I mean, I don't know if it's doing anybody any good having these horrible people commenting, you know, is it helping other? It's not really, is it? Like, it's just like, I'm not getting paid for this, so why do I want to prostitute myself to people that don't like me? Saul Goodman, do you have a life? Why do you post boring traffic videos? Well, you don't have to watch them, do you? Saul Goodman. Right. Hide user from the channel. Needs English subtitles. That's probably a bit cheeky, but because I'm Scottish, we'll just get rid of that now. See, I'm actually in a right mood today, am I? Has a guy never seen? That's algorithm. Has a guy never seen around a bit before? Bye. Some of them you've got to like debate with them. You know, they've got a well fucked boom tam. I don't know what that means. You know, I don't like. You know, speak fucking properly. You know, speak proper English. No, it's fucking. You know, this nonsense. Calm down, drama queen. Well, I'll leave that one up. It's true, I am a drama queen. Do you actually... there's that Saul Goodman again. It's not really your place to ask me if I've got a life, you know. It's out of order, you know. No, this idiot here will start freaking out about the Triumph Stag. Fucking Captain Blacktooth. Being raped. Oh, and it's hide users from the channel. Jobsworth. What happened there? I think something happened. I pressed the wrong button. Hide users from the channel. It's great getting rid of these tossers. Gonna be alright. Oh, look, fuck all. What clown put hide user from the channel? Roasty sprouts. Right, we're getting there. We're getting rid of the plonkers. Yeah. Right, okay. Sorry about rambling on here. We've got rid of, I'll have a look later, get rid of all the nutters. 4452, so thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Bye.